Hi folks, and welcome to another edition of My Veg Garden. Today's Saturday 31st of January. Not much really happening around the veg garden at the moment. In a minute I'll show you the dismal second attempt at my giant onions. Not really that pleased about them. I don't know what's happening, so I'll let you have a little look at them. I'll let you have a look and see how well the tomatoes are coming on, and also the garlic. So follow me this way. So as I just mentioned, this is the giant onions, Elsie giant onion. This is the second batch after the first batch wasn't that great. As you can see, they seem to be quite dismal at the moment. You know, they're getting second leaves, most of them. As you can see, they just seem to be really flopped over. I really don't know. I brought them down one level because they were actually touching. If I just move this underneath here, see my lights underneath there. They just didn't, they seem to be touching it, so I thought I'll bring them down. I don't know whether it's the right lights. That they said they're the right colour temperature for growing. If you look at my tomatoes under here, they just seem happy as Larry at the moment. Now I'm going to put them on soon. Oh, a bit too close there, sorry folks. Let me just move the cables out the road. Yeah, so they just seem to be happy as Larry. Right, as I say, I'm going to put them on a bit, so I really don't know whether the lights are the right or not, whether I need to buy a different bulb for them, or just I've got a rubbish seed, you know. It could be me, you know, where they've stored them, or I really don't know. So they're just not doing very well. The only other thing inside the grow cabinet at the moment is my sweet peppers. Really difficult to get it out. I think I've misjudged my measurements. Let me just see it just ever so slightly there on the first one on the right hand side. The first sweet pepper just about to peer out, so I've put them in there. Originally I'd taken them out of put the propagator lid on, but I put it back on because the tomatoes were really doing well, but they weren't, so just to give them that extra bit of heat. So that's that. My tomatoes, oh sorry, no, not my tomatoes, my potatoes are just in a way. These are rooster potatoes, and they're just chitting away nicely. You know, there's been a lot of discussion online on YouTube and that, whether things need to be chitted or whether they don't. That different people have different opinions. I'm of the chitting band. That I was always told to chit them. I've never not chitted potatoes, so that's what I do. And I always find I get a decent crop. That it's horses for courses, isn't it, really? So it's all what you're happy enough doing. That, so they're okay. My onions here, you can see some of them are not that great, but even I'm sitting in there. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, hopefully next month, probably end of next month, I'm actually going to put compost in some module trays, probably these ones up here, get some compost in there and plant them in there, and then it'll give me a little bit of a head start, so when I plant them out into the ground I'll be planting them already with the roots started. So that's the idea for them, and the same with the red onions. What we'll do is we're just going to go out and go take you quickly into the greenhouse. Bear with me, it's a bit wintry here still, as you can probably see with the snow still about. Dan's probably got piles of it, so let's go this way. There we go. Try not to slip over in the snow. Here we go. Right, here's the garlic. You can see they're growing nicely. The thing is quite interesting, it just shows you the difference. Let me just move a bit over and you can see last year's garlic really flew away, and I wonder whether combination of buying duff stock and it being too warm was just enough to make them really grow too fast before getting planted out. So as you can see, they're all just the one at the back there's a little bit ahead of us, but most of them are just trundling along nicely. You know, when you lift this up, you can see the roots trying to creep out the bottom, so we'll give them bit longer, and hopefully next month we'll hopefully get them. Try that again. Hopefully next month we'll get them planted out into the garden. So right, folks, let's say there's nothing really much else happening in the garden. That, you know, it's just waiting for things. I've started stuff off in the in the grow cabinet. I'll probably have a look and see what's the next things to grow in the beginning of February in there to get them started, because I said my biggest downfall has been not getting things started early enough. So I'll have a look and see what I can get started. So that's all for this one. I don't know whether we'll do one next week or not. It'll depend. It might be 2 weeks time. It'll all depend on what's happening around the garden and things like that. So thanks again for watching, folks, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching, and bye just now.